Okay, now we're recording.
All right.
Sorry.
You people on live saw all that. But I'll say it again. This is Brian. I'm from Metal Swap Talk again. We're live on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know if you could hear us because we don't have a mic for that phone yet. But we're also going to put this out on YouTube later on. So Brian and Vince, and we're here with our good friend Norm from Psychotic Waltz. Thanks for being here, Norm.
Brian, Vince, I appreciate you having me on. I love it. This is great. Definitely reminds me of something I used to do every Sunday night way back when.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is great.
Yeah, another state of mind. I'd have to say it's probably an influence for this show that we do.
Well, I'm very honored. You guys are doing a great job bringing the metal to all our friends here on Facebook, and this is great. This brings back a lot of memories of what Jack and I used to do. Matter of fact, I tried to get him to come along tonight, but he's in Sicily, in my homeland.
Probably having better snacks than we are.
Actually, I'm pretty impressed by these. I don't know if they can see it, but he's got the sweet
sushi.
Yeah, the sweet basil, the prosciutto, and what else did you put on here?
Chipotle mayo on a cracker.
Yeah, I mean that's an amazing. It's very nice hors d'oeuvres. I've been macking on them, and I'm definitely. You guys are fattening me up for the kill.
Today we're gonna check out the new video that just came out today called "Devils and Angels."
Yes,
and that's from the new album called "The God-Shaped Void." And when does that come out, Norm?
That comes out February 14th on InsideOut Music. We are very excited about it because it is the first record for us of new music in 23 years.
It's incredible. Do you want to jump into the video and check it out?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. This is Devils and Angels, the new video out today. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
Oh, no. It's buffering.
I think too many people are watching it at once. It's crashing the servers of YouTube.
Wow. That's good. I mean, hopefully that gets us a lot of hits.
Can you just refresh it, B?
Well, maybe we'll get back to it as it's buffering.
Right.
And stuff.
Yeah.
So it was it was working. But earlier, I was going to say when we had the first technical difficulty where we couldn't hear each other, it kind of reminds me of when you have being on stage and you have the in-ear monitors and you're no longer relying on the monitors old school way where there's a speaker in front of you, and then all of a sudden it goes out and you can't hear nothing, except maybe the drums that aren't going through the PA, that's a little scary.
Right.
So that's what it kind of reminded me of, because I could kind of hear you guys, and it reminded me of what happened to me when I was playing with my other band, Nukem, that happened in Mexico on that big stage, and it was like scary. It's like, where is everything? All right, here we go. You see, I just had to talk about, losing the sound and being scared,
right?
And it came back.
Came back up.
We're back.
All right, let's try it again.
Yeah.
That we really wanted to do with this, like drum sound wise, is that keep my drum tone. I know how to tune a drum set. I got a great set of drums and cymbals. We wanted to capture that. We wanted it to be modern, but yet very organic. Because we did like a ridiculous amount of pre-production. We did 9 years of pre-production in between all the reunion shows we were doing. And, a lot of the demos were cool. There was like some cool tones that we got guitar-wise, drum-wise, vocal-wise, and that's part of the reason why it took so long to do a record, is, we would build up the songs, email them to Devon. He'd record something. He would ask us to change something, email it back. There would be weeks and days in between all that. So, and the other thing too, everyone's older and has jobs, families, etc., to work around everybody's schedules and stuff. That was another thing that we had to do in order to keep it all the original members and to, try to capture that old school magic.
Vince, are you able to see if there's any questions on Facebook?
Yeah, I can go get my tablet here in a second.
Okay.
Minute.
Cool.
All right, the title track right here.
Yeah. This album is just so iconic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's we got a lot of stuff, so it's easy to trip in here.
I was picturing like the board and the computer and everything, and like, okay, we're off air, I'd say it's a perfect excuse to just get drunk.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
it's Friday.
We
got snacks.
Oh, I definitely. I love the prosciutto snacks.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys kind of reformed about 9 years ago for shows here and there, or was it something like that? It was like 5 years ago.
No, it was 10 years ago.
10 years
actually.
ago. Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah. What happened is that Brian and Ward and I were talking. Brian McAlpin, who's one of the most creative individuals I ever had the pleasure of being in a band with, was writing music. And, he was playing it for Ward and I, and we started working on it. And, I always have said this. I said this in an interview before. I really feel that Ward was the catalyst to get this band back together. He was really pushing for it. He was calling all of us, trying to get us back on board. And at the time, Dan was just had a child and a family. He wasn't very interested as of yet, coming back. And, Devon was doing the shadow theory, and, Ward reached out to Devon. Devon was into it. We started working on some stuff. Devon had a conversation with some people, letting them know, hey, keep this quiet, but we've been, Brian, Ward, and Norm and that's what he was telling some people, we're working on stuff. Well, then, once we announced that we were working on stuff, we get an offer to do the tour, which was the Power of Metal tour with Symphony X and Nevermore. And, that changed everything for us, and we're all forever grateful for that. We
so
did
it was kind of like you get to try this out, see if it works.
Yeah. We and we reached out to Dan, and he was game. We said, hey, we got this offer. It's a bitchin' tour. It's the biggest tour that we've ever done. Even though we did quite a bit of touring when we were a functioning band, we never did anything like this on this level. And not only do we get to reconnect with our fan base, but we get to connect with a bunch of people that never knew about us, or people that found out about us after we were done. And it was really good for us. And more shows kept getting offered to us. So basically what was happening is every 2 years we were reuniting, playing live, and in between time, writing songs. And 9 years later, we have a record.
Here you go, B. Let's just forget it. I don't...
So...
Yeah, someone was asking, what's the name of this album and the band and the song again?
Oh, they want to know the name of the band and the song? Okay, the name of the band's Psychotic Waltz, and it's our new album. It's the first record that we've released in 23 years. Our last album we did was 96, I think it was, or 95, called Bleeding. And so we're Psychotic Waltz. Name of the album is called The God-Shaped Void, and the lyric video that you just saw is for Devils and Angels.
Yeah, sorry we talked over it a little bit. It's not that we didn't enjoy it, but we know that we're going to rewatch the video without talking, and you guys could do the same. So just look up Psychotic Waltz, Devils and Angels on YouTube, and it's out today. And check it out without our babble, because the song was really good.
Thank you.
Do you want to like just give me my phone and I'll just look at the Facebook?
The Facebook.
Just give me mine. I don't think I'll just take a look.
Should I open up my phone to Facebook? You think those would be...
I don't know. Let's see.
Or would that be like...
It says there's 7 viewers and there's only one message on there.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Right.
Amazing, that's all.
Oh, never mind. He's got it. Is there any comments?
Instagram has more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well...
We'll just let it go.
Yeah, I don't have any comments on
Okay.
here. So, yeah, I mean, I'll if there's Instagram comments, I'll answer those, too.
Yeah, you guys answered them already.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
What was the name of the band? Okay. That's it. So...
Do you have a... I mean, I was going to ask this a little bit in the second half that we're recording, but I might as well ask you if you have any plans for the band in 2020.
We are currently working on that right now. I'm
Maybe some stuff going on this summer.
Yeah, it's going to be more the tail end of summer. You know, if the album would be coming out at the end of this year, then we'd probably be doing all the summer, the first part of the summer, like festivals and whatever shows come up.
Those are booked so early, is that why?
Yeah, because they book way in advance, and the album's coming out February 14th. So we're going to probably go out the tail end of summer. You know, there's been some show offers, and we're working out the details for it. And, you know, I definitely want to, you know, not only I, but everybody definitely wants to go out and, you know, support this album and play some new stuff. And, of course, play some, you know, classic old stuff.
Yeah. We should... I mean, it's kind of jacked up to say this like live, but we should work on some kind of like listening party for it when it comes out here.
Matter of fact, that is something that
being cooked up? Okay.
Cooked up in the works.
Okay.
I wish that I could announce it tonight, but it's not confirmed. But there is going to be a listening party, and hopefully we'll have the, you know, the LP and the CDs available for sale, and you know, people can kick back and listen to the stuff. Hey, healthy starts right here at Petco. So but you know, and then yeah, that's going to be something that we'll probably be doing in the future.
Cool.
Thought you were going to probably ask, what about a local live show?
I was going to ask that.
Okay. We don't have anything figured out, but that is something that we are eventually going to do. We just don't know when.
Yeah.
And it's a logistical issue because we have one guy that lives in Europe and we're all here. And you know, it has to make sense. Every time we get offers to do shows overseas, we don't always say yes to everything we get. It has logistically, it has to make sense, and you know, it has to be right for everybody. And same thing applies for a San Diego show. But don't worry, San Diego fans, we have much love for you, and we will be doing something in the future.
Yeah, like when you play something like Prague Power, is there like a don't compete contract where you can't just like turn it into a tour?
I don't know, because we didn't have a tour, so there wasn't, you know, there wasn't anything like that. But, you know, speaking of Prague Power, I mean, you know, Psychotic Waltz did all these tours over in Europe, but they never toured their own backyard of the United States. So that was our first show in the United States outside of playing San Diego, LA, Arizona, Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So,
How was that experience?
oh, it was amazing. We weren't sure what to expect because there's a lot of new prog metal out and a lot of bands we were unfamiliar with, and we were thinking, okay, well, will these people know us? But there was a ton of people there for us, and what was really weird is that there were people that used to live in San Diego that now moved out of state that all flew in for the show.
Oh, wow.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there were some people from San Diego that, flew to the show just to see us too. So
Wow.
it was neat.
Well, that's killer. You know what kind of time we got? Like,
The cameras are done, but we're still going on the...
cameras are done? Okay. Maybe we should cut it here, and then we're going to record like a second part on this, but it won't be live. And it'll come out next week on YouTube.
Sounds good.
So,
So you can pre-order the new albums?
Yes, you can pre-order the new album on InsideOut Music.
yeah. And, all right, yeah. Just check us out on YouTube. We're going to put out a video next week with the second half of this. So, thanks. See you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Let me see if...
Oh, I like the shoes.
Oh, thank you.